So, what I want to talk about is why Iran Sepah is a terrorist organization and how they kill or terror their innocent, usually innocent opponents. The method they use is very silent and very horrific. Um, they put 24/7 surveillance on you at your home, in your car, and wherever you go, and they find your regular spots and what you buy and what you drink. They found out about you and your habits, and even what time you get to the store and what kind of things you buy and what kind of drinks you buy and drink. After they found out these things, um, they try to they actually poison your favorite drink, and um, which is uh, uh, they make it as a solution in the water, in the bottle of water. It can be poison, or in the bottle of energy drink, which is sealed, or in the coffee, or in any other drink that you might get from a store. um, they put the poison inside. And what this poison does is basically it attaches some very tiny air bubbles to your back of your throat, because behind of your throat, where actually your skull is, where actually your brain is located. But right right behind the back of your throat. And in the 24 hours or maybe more, it generates tiny bubbles in your blood streams, to your brain. But these tiny bubbles, by themselves, they cannot threaten your life, because they dissolve in your blood. They dissolve in the oxygen of your blood, and they disappear. But they crashes into your brain and you feel them. They crashes and they dissolve. And it depends how much the poison was and what was the dosage. So it might continue to releasing these tiny bubbles in your head, in the back of your throat, for example, in 24 hours or maybe more. And then they wait and watch you till you drink a hot drink, like hot tea, like hot water, like hot coffee. And when it happens, the drink which goes through your throat and down your throat, it transfers the heat to the back of your throat, to the behind of your throat, which is your skull actually is located. And it makes the tiny bubbles to become united. And when those tiny bubbles become united, they cannot be dissolved in your blood anymore. They cannot be dissolved in the oxygen of your blood. They remain there. And they go up to your brain's vessels and arteries. So they get big, and when they go up they go up in your brain arteries, they may tear them up and cause internal brain bleeding, which kills you. Um, Sometimes, which it happened in my case, it doesn't kill you at first. So it goes up into your head, into your brain. The bubble goes up into your brain, and because it is tiny, it doesn't tear up the artery and the vessel, and it goes to some place in your head, and it sticks to a very tiny vessel in your brain. But and it doesn't kill you anymore. It doesn't threaten your life like this. So it remains there. It remains there, um, and it doesn't dissolve in your blood anymore. But the story doesn't end here. They have another solution for these kind of things. They have another poison. This poison, which again they dissolve it in water and other drinks, um, generates tiny bubbles in your bloodstreams. As soon as it gets to your stomach, the drinks get to your poison drinks, get to your stomach, it generates tiny bubbles in your bloodstreams under your stomach, and you feel that, which I felt. And they travel with your blood flow in all of your body. They travel with your blood flow, and they find their way eventually to that bubble which was stick in your head vessel, in your brain vessel, and they add to that, and then they make it bigger and bigger until your vessel, your brain vessel, an artery tears up and cannot get any more of bubbles and tears up, and it causes again internal brain bleeding, and you will die because of that. And it doesn't heal because the more because they mix a very high dosage um, of that poison with your drink. um, so the bubbles, they don't stop coming. They come and tear up and make the rupture even more open, and so the bleeding become more and more. So you will die exactly from brain internal brain bleeding. So by this way they keep their name clean. So because it is considered a natural cause of death, so it doesn't consider a killing actually. So they can keep their name clean because they're invested very largely in the drug dealing business, and and based on the report that I have read about them, they are the biggest drug dealers in the world. Actually, Iran Sepah is the biggest drug dealer in the world, and that's how they make money. I don't know how they use their money. Maybe they have Hezbollah or other organization. I don't know about that much. But that's how they make money. And humans doesn't mean anything to them. It's just their ideology that works for them, and they are crazy about their ideology. Can be Islam or can be um, money or business, but definitely it's not humanity and human rights. So when the conflict of interest happens, they don't hesitate to actually take you out of the way in any way possible. But they do it as cleanly as possible because they want to keep their name clean, and they don't want to be attached to the drug dealing business. And that's what happened to me actually. I reported them to FBI, and because they had the 24-hour 24/7 surveillance at my home, and they found out about it because I talked about it at home, that I reported them to FBI about their drug dealing business in Ansar Gallery in Tustin, California. And they got a lot of shipments from them. So they got angry, they got mad about me, and they wanted to get revenge. And that's the way they tried to kill me. And now I have an air bubble in my head. So the only thing that I I'm alive here is that because I escaped the US. And in US, I told this story to every federal and non-federal agencies. So they are scared that their name may not uh, stay clean after all if they kill me um, by internal brain bleeding. But they're waiting for me. They're waiting for me till I uh, put my step further from United States and far from the media of United States. So they can poison me with another dosage of that drink and make me bleed from inside of my brain and kill me that way. They also have another way actually. They replace your cigarettes. If you're a smoker, they replace your cigarettes with their own cigarettes, which if you smoke enough of them, it again uh, causes the internal brain bleeding, and it causes that your arteries in your brain um, become ruptured and bleed. So if you're a smoker, also they do this very cleanly and very neat, and you become dead, uh, and everybody would think it is natural. So I don't know what that cigarettes are made of, but I know that that's how they deal with smokers. They give them these cigarettes, and which they cause again, I believe, bubble in the brain arteries, and they make it explode. That's what I wanted to tell everybody. That's what I wanted to share. I wanted to share this because it's for everyone to know, for every innocent victim, that um, this is not a natural death. This is killing, and this is terrorism. Thank you for listening.